Hey guys, what's up and welcome to this week's video, which is also acting as a explanation as to why there was no video last week. But hi, this is this week's video, or this video for this, I guess, well, this video is gonna go up like later, but okay, so I keep looking at the thing, but okay, anyways, this video is going to be going up later, so not immediately right after I film this. But hi, I missed last week. I didn't vlog at all. And there's a perfectly good explanation for that. And I will get into that in a little bit. But just to recap, this week, I really haven't done much other than, packing, just getting ready for school. I'm actually leaving next week, and I'm already packing everything that I need to bring. I have clothes being packed right here. I have all the other stuff that's coming around. But other than that, that's basically what I've been doing for this past week. But the week before, so last week, there's a reason why I didn't vlog anything or just didn't record anything in general. And that's because I've been having some really hard issues with some family. I recently lost my grandmother, yes, last week, or actually, it's actually been a couple weeks, and it was really hard. Not gonna lie, that's why July I actually lost my other grandmother. She's my grandmother on my sister's side, and if you guys don't know, my sister is actually my half sister. So we're still really connected and in touch with the other side of her family, and we recently lost our grandmother on that side at the beginning of July, and that's why July kind of had some funky uploads and or funky videos and that kind of stuff. But that's what happened in July. It was really hard time for all of us, but we really made it through, and we were really strong about it. I'm gonna try not to get too emotional in this video, just because I've gone through a lot already. So that was July, and why uploads were being really weird and why vlogging was just being really awkward, was because we lost our grandmother. And last month, I actually, so like a couple weeks ago, my other grandmother also passed away. This is my paternal grandmother who passed away after a really, um, it was a really short but also long battle with liver cancer. She was diagnosed back in January, I believe, and it really broke my heart because January was the start of a new year, and like when you're in a new year, it's supposed to be really happy, but when we got that diagnosis, it was kind of just it was really sad, and that's why a lot of the times in my vlogs you see me saying that, oh, I went to go visit my grandmother and that kind of stuff, or doing that kind of stuff, and that was because we were going to check up on her, and that's why August uploads or August videos were kind of all over the place as well, was because I was constantly going out to go see my grandmother. But you know that's kind of the process of how humans, how life is. But it was really, really, really hard, especially this summer, because it's been an interesting summer. It's been kind of really bad, to be honest. I'm getting through it. It was really hard just these last couple months, losing two grandmothers, you know, and they all really cared for me, obviously, but me living away from the city, because that's where they all are. I didn't really get a chance to really be with them as much as I would have loved to. I would stay connected with them as much as possible, but it wasn't really something that formed a really like amazing connection. It was a great connection, but it was really hard seeing them like that, and just suffering. But a lot of the things that I did leading up to August were because of my grandmother. I started being more happy, being more extroverted, like more usual than I am to begin with, and I just wanted to stay positive through all of it. But these last couple weeks have been really hard. I've been hit with a lot of Circle K work and life like contradicting with each other and just working against me. And it was really hard. I'm not making any excuses or anything, but this is just my life, you know? And it's gonna happen, you know, it happens to everyone, but just the way that it happened, it's wasn't ideal. It wasn't really great. But you know, my grandmother, who just recently passed, she she really loved me, you know, and I really loved her, and you know, I was there the day before she passed, and I was there uh, the day that she did pass, that day where they took her away, and she passed peacefully. I'm glad to say, but it was still really hard, and that day it was it was really, you know, eye opening. It You know, I've experienced a lot of death in my life, or some, you know, like things that really impacted me, and you know, death is one of those things where it's been that kind of impactfulness. You know, I also lost my great uncle a couple weeks as well, and so you know, there's a lot of things that have really impacted me and impacted my life that kind of make me think about things, but um, that these past couple weeks and just these past couple months have just been really all over the place and really hard for me. Um, but I'm getting back into being, you know, happy, excited, and all that kind of stuff. You know, um, as this gold chain, I think I explained it when I got it, like 4 months ago. I think it was during that time where my grandmother was like, you know, like she was already preparing, so she gave me this gold chain, um, you know, as a part of as a piece of her to remember her by. Um, but you know, I'll always keep her in my mind and all that kind of stuff. But it just gets me thinking about all the things that I could be doing, I will be doing, and um, you know, life is precious, and you just got to take advantage of all the moments that you can get. But with that being said, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is so that I can I can document all those kind of events that happened to me, you know, all those exciting events um, that may be happening. But uh, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, just get. Uh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I didn't really go into this with the plan. I just kind of had like a small talking point. I'm kind of just rambling on. Um, but you know, it's hard. You know, it's really hard. Um, if you've ever lost a family member or just anyone you've cared about, you know, it's really hard um, to go through that process. And yeah, I started tearing up earlier, just like probably like 4 minutes ago. But you know, I'm trying to stay positive still, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, this has been a really shitty summer. But you know, as hard as it was to get through calc and work and that and everything, like I'm trying to stay as positive as possible. So that being said, I guess my takeaway is just, you know, stay strong if any of you um, are in a situation similar to this. But yeah, I really didn't have a plan going into this, but you know, I thought I would bring it back to my room, just like a, you know, full circle kind of thing, keeping it homey, comfortable, all that kind of stuff. But um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should have more to say, but I really don't because you know, I think I said all I really needed to say. But with that being out of the way, I just really want this video to, uh, you know, be a reminder of the family members that I lost, be it my sister's grandmother, my great uncle, or my grandmother. I really hope that this is one of those videos where I can look back on it later in the future and really remember all the things that those people did for me in my life, because they all did really have a nice impact, a really great impact on my life, and shaped me to who I am, and they all helped raise me as a kid. So it's something to always remind myself of, I guess. But with that being said, um, there's a lot of sad news going on, whether it be with just me personally or with foreign policies or things that are going on in the U.S. We are not in a great position. Just saying. So yeah, DACA is gone, which is really really sad and just really really unfortunate. And I think it's a completely idiotic move. Um, but the only thing we can do is try to support and fight back as much as we can. There's also the hurricanes happening on in the South, Texas, and that area. So my heart goes out to you guys. Anyone who's watching from Texas, just stay strong. You guys can get through it, and we're trying our best to help you guys out as much as possible. I'm also trying my best to help out as much as possible. But with all this sad news happening, we just have to stay strong as individuals and together collectively. That's how I got through the death of my grandmothers and great uncle. I just stayed strong and I stayed positive, and I think that's really the best way to do it. But other than that, I've rambled on for long enough. So sorry for no video for the week last week, because it was all just some really sad stuff, some mourning, and the funeral preparations and all that kind of stuff, which I didn't feel comfortable talking about then, and I still don't. As much as I would love to share this information, I don't think it's something that should be going online, because it is really personal. But that's that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, or I hope it inspired you to stay strong, motivated you to stay strong. But really, thank you guys so much. May the power protect you and anyone who's going through a really hard time right now, or has gone through a really hard time. And happy birthday to anyone who had a birthday last week, this week. My dad had his birthday this week. So happy birthday, Dad. And thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And I'll be back next week with some more videos. And yeah, I've been uploading. So this video shouldn't go up much, or shouldn't be too long before this video gets uploaded. So thank you guys again, and I love you guys.